Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nioh 2 on the Mysterious JG, and it's time to get going on the next main story mission, the Golden Castle. I hear that Tokachiro has built himself this Judakudai place in the capital. Apparently it's a kind of castle that glitters like gold. Sounds like a real monument to bad taste, and something about it makes my skin crawl. Yeah, it sounds like Donald Trump is building a, Japanese castle. It's like, everything's gonna be gold. It's gonna be a giant T on the side of it. It's gonna be classy. It's a castle that's gonna look better than any other castle's ever looked. It's you're not gonna believe how great this castle is. That glow has surely got to be due to the power of the spirit stones, and if Tenkai's words are anything to go by, we're bound to find a huge stockpile of them within. All right, we got no time to wait. Actually, that reminds me. Oh, titles. We Oh, never mind. Whatever title we got. Oh, we got a title for killing Katsuie a certain number of times, and whatever it did, whatever reputation points it gave us, it's not enough for us to get anything yet. What I wanted to do was view illustrations. Yeah, I was kind of getting confused as to who's who here. So story-wise, man, it takes a long time to scroll through that. Finally, the Battle of Kaman Naganaka practitioner dies. Tokachiro is defeated, but not for long. The man with the staff resurrects him, and Tokachiro, more powerful than ever, takes the protagonist's life. Yeah, we haven't gotten a story update on the protagonist since then, but apparently there's quite a few to go. Tokachiro murdered you, and that happened a while ago. Miyoshino, I guess we're going to learn more about her later, apparently. But I guess the man with the staff is just not. We're not allowed to know who he is at this point. Oh, there's more to come with a couple characters that I figured we were done with. Nagamasa might do something for us from like whatever story twist this game takes with people in the afterlife. He hasn't asked us to kill him or anything like that, or to fight him like some of the other characters. Because found the thoughts of his master and requested the practice look after Mitsuhide and instead. Yeah, there's a couple of guys. Like I don't know how many times you gotta beat them to learn more, but this guy apparently is gonna show up again. But Hisahide, I guess we're done with. Shows no intent of ever addressing his regrets or departing for the next plane of existence. Indeed, if he has his way, he may well remain in the interim forever. Yeah, surprise! And these all these guys who are kind of like connected to Okuni's just showing up in side missions, but all these guys who are connected to the Makawa faction. Oh, I guess this is all we're going to learn about Muramasa as well. But all the guys who are connected to Tokugawa Ieyasu, or Ieyasu Tokugawa, I always forget which order you're supposed to put the family and personal names in when you're saying it out loud. And don't, you can tell me in the comments if you want. Don't worry about it too much, because I'm going to forget again. Yeah, those guys are the man with the staff. We're just not. He doesn't even have a name. So that I was trying to think to myself, like, am I the one who's confused here? No, they haven't told us. Tenkai's words are anything to go by. That's what triggered me to come back here. I'm trying to figure out who Tenkai is. What is she talking about? Tokuchiro Tenkai. Who is Tenkai? Some of these people have more than one name, which can make it confusing.
Yeah, okay, so I guess we just don't get to know who Tenkai is. Like, I don't know what she's talking about at all. Will Tenkai be mentioned here and her? Leader of the clan, she wrestles him out. She meets the protagonist. She reveals who she really is to the protagonist. I forget who she turns. Is she like our sister or half sister or something? I don't even remember. I don't know. Hime is our half sister, which is weird to me. Um, we're supposed to like Mumio is supposed to have some connection to us, and I've forgotten what it is. All right, enough stalling. Let's get on with the game. So we got about 25-ish more minutes to kill here in this video. Just making a mental note of what time it's going to be, because I'm not using a timer these days. So it's the gold-laden residence. I think this is based on real history. Like Hideyoshi was pretty obsessive about gold, and yeah, he was kind of Trumpish as far as wanting big ostentatious stuff. Oh, this is the master of the tea ceremony. What the fuck? Why is he in a cage and impaled? But he's got some kind of spirit whale. Oh, the happy little monkey man. Oh, he probably just felt like he was being condescended to during a tea ceremony. Well, we were saying, I guess this... Oh, Tenkai is a spirit whale, maybe? I don't know. Or is Tenkai one of the little floating apparitions, like the goat guy? Because they don't show up in the character directories, for near as I can tell. Hide. I mean, Hide. Yeah, I'll have to... Okay, so I was just thinking, hey, it's weird. I guess the tea guy's going to show up again, and boom, here he is. Rudely... And she just feels bad because she wasn't into the tea ceremony, but he's still a nice guy. And this is not... That's kind of fucked up. Leaving him to slowly bleed out in a cage on display for the public. It's pretty... It's a pretty minimalistic story, and I miss William. As silly as that sounds, because he's not the most engaging protagonist ever. But like the fact that he doesn't talk that much because he's in a foreign country and doesn't understand, or doesn't like he can understand what people are saying around him because of the spirit helpers, but he probably doesn't like to talk that much because his Japanese is not strong. It's like it's not even 100% clear to me whether he's speaking Japanese at some points in that game. I guess he doesn't really. Like some of them can understand him, but no, the completely wordless protagonist I don't care for as a game mechanic generally. It's rare for it to be done well. Like, yeah, Chrono from Chrono Trigger, but I feel like that game is good in spite of, not because of that. Actually, Sergi, whatever his name is from Chrono Cross, is more fun because of that whole sequence in that game. Spoilers for an ancient game I'm probably never going to let's play. Because of that whole sequence where he switches bodies with the villain, or rather the villain switches bodies with him. So for a while you're playing as the villain, at least you're playing as their body. So suddenly the villain is a silent protagonist, and you do encounter Serge in his old body, but now he's talking because he's evil and being controlled by someone else. Might be that I'm taking too much time early on.
この辺りのあやかしを買ってから行くわ。先行って。
Oh, so you're not going to help us. Okay. That's right, I'm taking out my frustration on these flowers. Let me take a quick look at my gear here. I do have auto grave recovery, and I've got... Okay, I've got Kadama sensor. That's the main thing I was looking for. I'm sure... I don't believe we need to hit this shrine. We're just going to... It's weird. I've been watching the Metal Gear speedruns today, just for the hell of it. And, yeah, I think that's who she was talking about. I love his garden, but he still murdered some innocent old tea master guy, so that's still kind of a dick move. But yeah, I wanted to like walk up to this thing and go into hanging mode, like flip over it and go into hanging mode. I'm like, oh wait, no, it's not going to be a thing. What do you want to bet some of these? It'd be nice if we had to level with some human guards, but they're generally easier to deal with. Not trivial, but usually they're easier to deal with. But I have a feeling all these guys are going to be the weird snake dudes once you... I guess not. And his head just popped right off and then disappeared. That was interesting. Martial artist fists. Lethal flail fist. Attack. Well, I mean, I bet you $100 that at some point in this level we'll have some yokai. But I appreciate that, like, at first we're going into the level of the ruler of Japan, who is, you know, a human. So we don't immediately just find nothing but demons. He's going to have human guards. I'm really fortunate that there weren't a bunch of guards in here who were alerted by that combat. Thunder Fists. Thunder Lips, the ultimate male. It's, Rocky 3, I believe, featured Thunder Lips. Played by legendary thespian Terry Bollea. Is it Bollea or Bollea? Whatever. This is probably a useful shortcut. I'm going to see if I can kill him. Because the other guy, just by virtue of being taller, I'm sure has like 1,000 more hit points. I was really hoping I could just finish this guy off completely with one shot, but it's going to be a little harder. I really wish there was a... Because I got a low level one that just kind of doesn't do enough damage, but I'd love to be using Corruption Element on a switch... Switchglaive, or whatever this is called, the spinny Woppet. I don't know why I'm backtracking. There didn't really seem to be any indication that there was something to miss back here, but... See, that kind of looked like a ladder that could be climbed for a second. Okay, well... I have a feeling that if we just plunge right in the middle of this garden... we may come to regret it. Okay. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to attract the attention of one enemy without attracting the attention of many. Let's see what you are before I decide whether I need to use any fancy goodies. I was definitely evading, game. minutes. This has gone terribly. It's like so close to getting him into stun lockable mode and just kept finding ways to get hit instead. He's got so many things that replenish his ki too, it's annoying. It's weird, I got those two different things showing up at once on the text, made me think something special was going on, and it really wasn't. Okay, well, I mean, you know, we beat him. We used one elixir, we got one elixir, it's fine. And I'm looking for shortcuts. Like, I like to play the game this way, but you're not necessarily meant to be sneaking around using stealth. One of the things I really like about Nioh is that it gives you the option, but it's not necessarily designed for that to be, like, the only way to proceed. It's not like the NWO, it's not the only way to go, brother. Steal the mill. But yeah, I feel like getting rid of that guy and opening that door is basically, man, we can make a mad dash and get all the way out here. There's probably something up ahead that makes that worthwhile. But we've been working on clearing enemies, but eventually you're going to reach a point where they don't all need to be cleared for you to... Yeah, this would be perfect if I can get the dog to keep it after me. When his master's turned its back. Never did figure out the best way to fight these guys. They were the original Nioh as well. Seto Matsubo. I think those things that have like the grayish text with no little icon, I think those are T devices, but I'm not sure T devices. Anyway, I was kind of hoping to get an elixir from him. I didn't, so now I'm down one elixir. And possibly overanalyzing these things a bit. Yep, didn't see a way to sneak up on him. Managed to avoid getting him into a place where I could finish him off with one of those. I had an opportunity and I ended up hitting him with a quick spinny attack instead by mistake, and whatever. Visitor amulet. Fancy pants stuff all over the place here. This really looked like a wall I was going to be able to knock down. Or not knock down, like they have those paper privacy screens in Japan. It looked like it was one of those arranged to look like a wall, but it was not. Okay. Figured these guys would be showing up eventually. Ow. Really messed that one up. Figured we'd be seeing them eventually. They add a bit of tension when you're fighting human enemies. The first time one of those showed up, which I guess was in the Date DLC of Nioh 1, it really freaked me out. The very first time I was like, oh, So the Date have decided that they want their soldiers to be snake demon men. Okay. I think we got his attention. He's gonna Kool-Aid Man here, yep. Oh, but it seems like we've got him to Kool-Aid Man without attracting the interest of any of his friends. Yeah, split staff is just so freaking powerful. If you just like to... It's a great weapon for the button mashers like me. I kind of felt like I thought I saw another guy in this room who I was surprised that they didn't get pulled into that fight. But they're really interested in this dead guy. I love that sacred water. Not finding a lot of Kadamas so far, are we? I got somebody's attention. Figured they were ranged, yeah, based on the fact that nobody was heading towards me. So he was winding up for super power blast, but I got him. Oh, I had more. I must have gotten really confused about how much Amrit I had, because in that last video we were fighting. I don't think I want to fight Enenra right this second, and that appears to be where this is heading. Because now I can level up, bitches. So let's go level up, bitches. But yeah, I was saying, and a couple of videos back, fighting Katsuie's little Redux level, that I didn't think we had much Amrita. I think I had like miscounted how many digits there were in the number, because yeah, we're leveling up. So it really wouldn't have been that useful to have, if we're going to be fighting him, it would not have been useful to have fire attacks going. Let's do stamina. I think eventually, like, I'll have to think. These are up to 30, because I think that's where you max out your ninja capacity and Amio magic capacity. And after that, they're not really giving you the same kinds of bonuses that they used to. They're increasing power and poison, or in the case of this, power and other things, I guess. And then whatever weapon they're associated with. But I'll probably start pouring points into whatever. So yeah, I'll probably start pouring points into magic to boost my split staff once I've got everything up to like 25 or so, I guess. Alright, let's not think about this too hard. I'm just leveling up evenly because it probably seems stupid. Like, guys might be, well, why aren't you specializing in the things that are best for your build? And the answer really is that I'm trying to make sure that I have as many options as possible as far as like which guardian spirits to use, if there's new and interesting guardian spirits that pop up later, because those are based on combining different sort of random seeming stats. Well, never mind, this doesn't act as a shortcut. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to hurry back to where an Enro showed up and not fight anybody that we don't need to fight. So like you, for example. I can ignore you. I'll get spotted probably by this guy. Yep. matters not. Arashido. Yeah, not that surprising that this is what happened. I almost just went ahead and got my boost supplied early, but then decided not to, just in case he didn't immediately show up. See if I've gotten any better at any of this. Because I had terrible trouble with an Enra before. Ow. Okay, I didn't pick a very good time to decide to go on offense there. Doesn't seem to be weak towards purity, at least. I can tell that. Ow. Fucked up. Whoa. It's kind of... I should be attacking him while his key is so low, but I knew he was getting ready to reset it all, kind of, you know? For a second there, I thought I'd switched weapons by mistake. I got really confused about my attacks. So I'm trying to get as much damage as I can while his spirit was real low. Damn, got a little confused there. Oh, and as soon as I applied that stuff, of course you could remove them all, because I wasn't paying attention to his spirit and didn't realize that was a terrible time to be applying debuffs to him, because he was just about to run out of ki and therefore use his ki restoring move, which also removes all debuffs. Oh, his vertical splash. He's been studying our earthquake of WWE. Well, WWF, I guess. Was it ever E under earthquake? I mean, maybe it was Golga, the oddities, maybe. I don't know. That's exactly what you guys are interested in hearing about. Golga of the oddities. Well, there you go. That mission, that level was fairly short and had a repeat boss, so not that big a deal. I'm kidding, of course. Don't know what we accomplished by clearing him out. We got some decent loot drops, I suppose. Was that optional? Did we need to do that to win the level? It's difficult to say for sure. This is the direction we came from. Ah, it's looking like maybe it is required because there is a new direction that we can move in that would not available before. I'm just poking my head up here to see if there's going to be a shrine in the real immediate future. Nothing like that is popping up on Sultan Ladar, so probably the smart move here is to return to base, restore our ranks, reform our ranks rather. I.e., we probably need to go back and hit the shrine and get our all our favorite ninja goodies back. That guy spotted us. Don't really care. I'm so angry right now. Just mad at the world. There you go. Good stuff. All right, so when we come back next time, yeah, we haven't really mapped as much of this zone out. I mean, there's a big garden in the center that I haven't gone in because it just feels like a big open space where you can attract lots of enemies to you at once. We haven't found any Kadama yet, so yeah, I guess we'll continue our questing next time. See you then.